I'm not technical enough for this. I hear that a lot. And I get it. Installing programming tools sounds intimidating. You see screenshots with black screens and green text. You hear words like command line or dependencies, and you think, that's for programmers, not for me. But here's what I want you to understand. Installing Python is no harder than installing Excel. It's just software on your computer. Remember episode 2? Those people who build complex shadow systems? They weren't technical either. They just follow steps and learn as they went. That's all we are doing today, following steps. By the end of this episode, you will run your first Python script. It will read an Excel file and print the content. You can do this. We are installing 2 things, Python and VS Code. Python is a programming language. Think of it like a language you use to give instructions to your computer. It's designed to be readable, almost like English sentences. It's free, widely used, and the best language for automating Excel work. VS Code, Visual Studio Code, is a code editor. Think of it as Microsoft Word for code. It's where you write your Python instructions and run them. It's also free, made by Microsoft, and beginner-friendly. These are industry standard tools. Millions of people use them, programmers and non-programmers. You're not installing obscure software. You're installing the same tools that professionals use. Let's start with Python. All right, let's go to python.org. Once the page is open, go to downloads. Here's the download for Windows. So you need to click here. If you're on the Mac, you need to choose this one. I'm on the Windows, so I'm going to choose Windows. And I will scroll down to look for Python 3.12.10. Here it is. And I will choose this installer, 64-bit. Run the download installer. At the bottom, you see a checkbox. Add Python to the path. Check that box. If you forget, Python won't work and you'll have to reinstall. Then click Install. Wait a couple minutes, then click Close when it says Setup was successful. Perfect. So next we will install Visual Studio Code. So let's type code.visual studio. You can click on Download VS Code. I'm on Windows, so I'm going to click here. If you're on Mac, you need to choose this one. When the download is complete, open the installer. Open and run through the setup. If you see options like add to the path, open with code, enable them all. Then finish the installation. Now we will create a project folder. Go to your File Explorer, go to your Documents and create a new folder. So where is my new folder? New folder, and we will call it Python_demo. Okay, so inside this folder, we will create another folder, input, new folder, output. Another one, script. Okay, so now we can close this and we will open Visual Code. When you open for the first time, you need to search for Visual Studio. You can type VS Code and you should see the app Visual Studio Code. Okie dokie, so here is the Visual Studio Code. This is a welcome screen. Go to File, and we can click Open Folder. And then we will navigate to our new Python folder, Python demo. One click on Python demo and select the folder. So let me give you a quick tour. So on the left side here, this is the Explorer. You can see the Python demo folder here, and you can see the 3 folders that we just created. In the middle is where you type the code. On the right side, you can connect this to AI agents. But for now, I'm gonna click this button here to hide the chat. So here on the left side, here's the icon for extensions. We need to install Python. So search for Python and choose one that is Microsoft. Click install. Okay, let's close this for now. To go back to the Explorer, you can click the icon here on the left, so you can still see your folder, and let's click on New Terminal. Now we will create virtual environment. This is important because it isolates your project dependency. Don't worry if you don't understand what I'm talking about in terms of virtual environment and dependencies. You will get familiar as you go and work on the projects, but for now, just follow the instructions. All right, now we will create virtual environment. So click here on the terminal, click New Terminal, and here we will type Python space -m venv space venv. Click enter. Perfect. So we see this virtual environment folder here. So we will now activate the virtual environment. I will have this in the description below. So go grab it, copy and paste, then click enter. And now we can see that the virtual environment was activated. Okay, so now we will choose Python interpreter. On your keyboard, click Shift Control P and type Python, select interpreter. And I have few different versions, but you will see 3.12.10. You can click on this. So now VS Code is connected to your project environment. Okay, so now we will test everything. Go to File on the top, choose New File. Let's name it test.py and click Enter. As you see, Window Explorer open the Python demo, which is the same folder as we can see here. So we will save this new file here. Double click, this will open the file. Here we will type print, open the parentheses, quotation mark, and let's type here hello Python. So to run this file, you can click on this button here on the top right corner, and the results will be visible here in the terminal. This is the output. It just gave us hello Python. If you see hello Python, it means the setup is complete. That's it. Python 3.12 is installed. Visual Code is installed, and you have your virtual environment. Next, I will show you the power of Python when you're dealing with Excel. I've created a sample dataset, 1,000 customer records, real business data, names, emails, companies, departments, purchase history. Look at these columns: customer ID, first name, last name, email, company, department, city, region, join, date, last purchase, total spent, and status. 1,000 rows, 12 columns. Here's the question. If your boss walked in right now and said, hey, I need a breakdown of our customer by region, their average spending by department, and a list of everyone who spent over $5,000, how long would it take you in Excel? Pivot tables, filters, manual counting, copying and pasting, 20 minutes? 30 if you wanted it to look nice. Let's see how long it takes with Python. Okay, so by the way, grab the files from the description below and save them into the folder that you created earlier. So this is the script. We will put this into script folder. Sample data, you will have to put it into input. And this is our test, so we can actually delete this. And let's see what Python can do for us. So now in Visual Studio Code, we see the same folders here. This is our Python demo folder, and here's the input. Here's the Excel data. And we will open the script. So double click. So here's the script. Don't worry, you don't need to memorize any of this. The point is to see what's possible. But first we will need to import Pandas. That's a library that handles spreadsheets. Think of it as Excel on steroids. You need to go to Terminal and you need to click here, New Terminal. Grab the command from the below the video and paste it here. Click enter. I already have those libraries, so it went very quickly, but for you it might take a couple minutes. We need to install another library, which is matplotlib. This will enable Python to create charts for us. This also might take a few minutes. Okay, another Python library here, which is numpy. Copy and paste, click enter. We are still in the terminal here. And now to verify the installation, we will copy and paste pip list. Click enter. These are all the packages that were installed. And don't worry if you don't understand what it is. These are the libraries that Python will use to produce our results. Let's open a new terminal and we will watch Python work. Let's look at the script. You don't have to memorize anything. You just have to see the power of Python and how quickly Python will generate the results for us. So in this first part, we are importing the libraries that we just installed. Also, we did set up the script already, set up the colors for the charts. This part will load Excel. So Python will go to the input folder, we'll grab data here, and we'll start working with it. And we get a total customers, total revenue, and average spend. Try doing this in Excel. It works, sure. But this is something you can run on any data set, anytime, and it's consistent every month. Here's where it gets interesting. Your boss wants everyone who spends over $5,000. In Excel, you'd set up a filter, scroll through, maybe copy to a new sheet, and double check you didn't miss anything. In Python, we immediately get a clean list of high-value customers, and we can export it, email it, analyze it further, whatever we need. Okay, so now I think we are ready to run this script. So let's click on the run button here in the upper right corner. And let's watch what happens. After we run the script, you will have this charts pop up. I did ask Python to create this for us, but first let's look at the results. Here are the results. So we have general information, data set overview, then spending statistics, customer by status, customer by region, top 5 cities. So this is general overview of the spreadsheet. So let's look at the charts here. Now you're looking at the professional charts generated automatically. Top left, customers by region. You can instantly see the markets that are the strongest. Top right, status distribution. Bottom left, spending distribution. Bottom right, average spend by the departments. Now you can tell at a glance which departments spend the most and which spend the least. Now, how long did this take? 2 seconds. Load the data, calculate the stats, filter the high-value customers, generate 4 publication-ready charts. 2 seconds. And here's what really matters. The script is repeatable. Next month, when you get fresh data, you don't rebuild anything. You drop a new file in the input folder, run the script again, and you're done. That's the power of automation. That's why we are learning this. So here's your homework for this episode. Get Python installed. Please check that Add to Path box. Get VS Code set up with the Python extensions. Create your project folder with the input and output directories. And run the script yourself. See those charts appear on your screen. Because once you do, once you see that 2-second magic happened on your own machine, you'll never look at Excel the same way. What you just watched, you're about to do it yourself. That's what professional developers do every day. You are technical. You just proved it.